Hello, good evening. I hope you're having a day. I will say good day. I hope you are having a good day. I'm having a bad week, I would say, but um, just personal problems, like here at home. Uh, I have like a home repair issue that is giving me a big headache, but that's not why I'm making this video. Really, what has me bummed out, man, is this war and war. I should let me put that in quotes because to me this is not a war. What's happening in Palestine? Uh, it's a one-sided massacre. It's a mass murder, genocide, however you want to put it. State-sponsored terrorism. And no, I'm not talking about Hamas. Yeah, sure, they're terrorists too, but what the IDF is doing, man, with the blessings of the Israel government, with the blessings of our my own government, the U.S. government, which is so gross, the blessings of most Western European governments, beyond gross. Uh, I don't know what the fuck's going on with people. I shouldn't say people because I think the majority of Americans are appalled by what's happening. I think the majority of Americans are very upset and rightfully so with all of our fucking politicians right now, or 90% of them anyway, in Congress, whether they're in the House of Representatives or in the Senate. Definitely angry at freaking Biden for enabling because I don't know if anybody's keeping up with the death count, but it's at about 9,000 people dead now in in uh in a in the Gaza Strip, Palestine. 9,000 Palestinians dead in the Gaza Strip, and the vast majority of them are civilians. They're not enemy combatants. They're not Hamas fighters, commanders, or soldiers, however you want to put it. As I said last time I made a video, the count was around 6,500 dead. 13 of those people, they were confirmed to be by whoever. So they were confirmed to be Hamas fighters. I did the math, and my math showed me that less than 1% of the people being killed are Hamas fighters. 99.8% are civilians, and I have zero doubt why that percentage would change right now. I'm pretty sure it's what? How many freaking Hamas fighters have you killed now? Let's say 20 out of 9,000. Oh boy. And the vast majority of these people are children and women to put together. The vast majority, children and women. And the government's lying to us. Bibi Netanyahu or Benjamin Netanyahu is lying too. That son of a bitch needs to be brought to trial. And honestly, Biden too. Biden is so fucking up this one. And it's also opening very eye opening what's happening right now here in the U.S., where they're trying to censor anybody speaking up for Palestinian rights. They're trying to draw people like me or not like me, because I'm not even out there like protesting all that. Although I've been trying, I'm not gonna lie, I've tried to freaking locate. Even that is fucking hard to. I gotta assume there's a pro-Palestine protest happening in my town somewhere, but I can't find any fucking information. Uh, I know there's a big one coming in Washington D.C. I kind of want to go, honestly, but I don't know if I can make it. It's a kind of a short notice. I am definitely gonna give them money. You know, I'm not the richest man, but son of a bitch, my fucking tax dollars, man. I think this is what makes me feel guilty in a way. You know, I feel like I have blood in my hands because our tax dollars are funding American weapons, are funding our government, which is purchasing weapons, and they're giving them to Israel so they can keep bombing without impunity. And so I gotta give some of my money that I get to keep to help freaking amplify the voice calling for a ceasefire. First and foremost, so we can stop the fucking killing, the bombing, and hopefully, I hesitate to give money to charities, because so much shit, even many charitable organizations in the U.S., they're fucking shams. At least in my opinion, I feel like every other day I hear a story about a fake fucking charity. And so I'm hesitant to give money to any charity nowadays because, like, how do I know I'm even helping the people I want to, I want the help to go to. But this whole this war, I don't know why. It's nothing like when Russia invaded Ukraine. This war it feels a lot more personal. I don't know why, but both sides, left and right, we're all connected somehow to this war. I never been to fucking Palestine or the Gaza Strip or the West Bank or Israel. I I was loosely familiar with it. Now that this shit is happening, I'm learning more and more. But even when I didn't know enough about it, I knew it was like something. It was always in the back of my head. It was. I remember when I first started paying attention to politics, I will hear Israel all the time, and I was like, yeah, sure. Like the line was always Israel has a right to exist, and I'm like, and when you're a novice in politics, like, oh yeah, the terrorists want to eliminate Israel. I didn't even know how Israel was established in the first place, and watching CNN most of the time, I didn't know half of the shit that Israel would do to Palestinian people with the constant bombing and just pretty much controlling everything that goes into that place. Like there's no autonomy for those people, and illegal settlements and. But I was always like, I guess you can say I was mildly sympathetic to Israel. Didn't give Palestinians much thought. As time went by, yeah, I was like, I'm in the middle. I don't know which side to take. And then what happened with Ilhan Omar? That's when I started being way more sympathetic to Palestinians and just started paying more attention. Getting a little better educated on the issue, and so yeah, now I'm all the way supported of like for Palestine because they are being bullied. They have no autonomy. They have no rights. They get bombed like crazy. They don't get treated like humans, and I just feel dirty as fuck inside, knowing that my that my money, my hard-earned money from my taxes, are going to those fuckers. Son of a bitch. And our fucking politicians, all of them, all these fuckers are evil. Unbelievable. Joe Biden, Democrats, 90% of Democrats are shit. They're too scared to call for a ceasefire. Even Bernie Sanders, who was the kindest one, having a humanitarian pause at this fucking point, please give him that at least. And fuck. Fucking Trump, that fucker might fucking win now because Joe Biden is really shitting the bed, not just morally and ethically, but politically, bro. He's a fucking moron. Who the fuck is advising this man? Or does he really believe the shit he says? Anything good that he has done, he is pissing all over it. All the good stuff that he has done domestically, regarding worker rights and stuff, he is, everything's becoming moot. I saw a poll today. I heard about this poll. Arab Americans, only 17% support him right now. That is a drop from like 53 or 54, 57% or some shit like that. Like 50 in the 50s, like mid 50% of Arab Americans voted for Biden in 2020. This time only 17% are committed to voting for him. And how can you fucking blame him? As a matter of fact, I kind of want to ask the 17%, like, why do you continue to support this man? I'm surprised it's not lower, honestly. And so, and I was listening to Kyle. Kyle says he read some of the quotes of the people that voted for him that won't vote for him. Like, they say even if he did something right now, like, he fucking burned a bridge already. He already allowed Israel to kill 10,000 people. And I don't know. Some people might be naive enough to think, oh, Israel is its own sovereign country. Why would they listen to Biden? From what I understand, we have a lot of sway with Israel. Like, what our politicians tell them, what they say matters to them. And apparently there's evidence. Apparently there was a point in the 80s or something when Israel was just bombing the shit of Lebanon. And Ronald Reagan made a phone call and he did not like what he was seeing. 2 hours later, they called Ronald Reagan back and they stopped the bombing. And then somebody said something about another example, George H.W. Bush. Like, he guaranteed Israel $10 billion in aid or some shit. And but they had to. The condition was the one string that he attached to that money was stop illegally expanding. Stop freaking setting up. Putting up this illegal settlement. Stop stealing from the Palestinians. And they listened. So I lean to they will probably listen to Biden. They will probably listen to Biden if he told them to, yeah, cut it out with this shit, with the mass murder. But it feels like it's getting worse. Biden doesn't want to try. Anthony Blinken is being a fucking hypocrite, showing all kinds of emotions and sympathy for Ukrainian children that were dying under Putin, but he can't do the same for Palestinian civilians, saying, "Oh well, this is war. You know, there will be like nonchalant. He just said it all casually, like, yeah, it's war. This is what happens. You weren't acting like that with Ukraine, motherfucker. Fucking hypocrite." Bottom line, the White House, most of the Senate, they want to shit on people like us. I don't want to include my ass because I support Palestine. You know, this fucking war is making me sick to my stomach, making me feel ashamed, making me feel part of the problem. But yeah, but I am very vocal saying Israel is committing mass murder, Israel is committing genocide. But I'm not out there, risking more. You can say I'm not out there protesting, risking getting arrested and stuff like that, like other heroes are. Other, people like me with more courage, you can say. These fucking politicians, the most mild ones are, of course, the Democrats. Like, they won't say ceasefire, and they kind of say something, they give some mild criticism of Israel when after they kill 100 civilians or 98 civilians or 99 civilians with a bomb. But the right is attacking us, pro-Palestinian voices. They're calling us anti-Semitic. They're calling us anti-Semitic because we oppose Israel committing genocide. Because you can't be anti-Israel killing innocent Palestinians, or you can't be anti-Zionist without being called a anti-Semite as well. So Republicans, right-minded, right-wing people. What's that dude from Fox News that goes to the White House press conference? Peter Doocy. He was comparing pro-Palestinian voices to those MAGA Nazi people in Charlottesville chanting "Jews will not replace us," or something. During Trump's 4 years, he's comparing pro-Palestinian voices calling for a ceasefire, calling them anti-Semite as bad as the Trump people, those MAGA Nazis, whatever you want to call those people. Saying, oh, they're the same. Like he put that to John Karine Pierre, whatever, that press secretary for Biden. And she's like, well, no, we didn't. Like she kept it vague. She didn't refute the comparison or anything. Back to Trump, that motherfucker is saying, oh, any resident coming out in favor of Palestine, he's proposing they get deported. Super fascist language, super authoritarian, very anti-democratic. And this is the dynamic I keep saying. Republicans are fascists. They are fascist-minded people. They're authoritarian-minded. Just go look up Project 2025. All these conservative organizations. They are the cancer, and Democrats are the very, very weak immune system. From Biden on down. with a few honorable exceptions like Rashida Tlaib, Ilhan Omar, AOC. I mean, they have disappointed me too in the past. Jamal Bowman, Cori Bush, Ayanna Pressley, and my apologies to the other ones that I don't know or can't remember. Well, a few exceptions, those people they have disappointed me in the past, but they're taking a very important stance right now. They're the minority in Washington, but they are the ones saying ceasefire with no fucking hesitation. And you got MTG, Marjorie Taylor Greene, trying to censor Rashida Tlaib. You can bet all these people are gonna get primaried or something, but there's gonna be a lot of money thrown against them this next election probably by the ADL and all these pro-Israel organizations. What these fucking smear merchants don't tell you is that there's a lot of Jewish protesters, a lot of Jewish people also advocating for a ceasefire because they are human. They are not. They fortunately they're not indoctrinated by our Western media and our politicians lying to us about Israel can do no wrong or America can do no wrong and how it is fair to kill thousands and thousands and thousands of Palestinians just so you can kill like 13 or 20 Hamas fighters. I'm not saying don't. I mean, I shouldn't have to say this, but let me state the obvious. Nobody is saying don't go after Hamas. Nobody's saying let them go, because you don't want to kill these people. Go after them, but do it the right way. And what's the right way? It's a little harder. You can't sit from your fucking bunker and push a button and not think of the consequences of all the innocent lives you're gonna take. You can't do that. That's the easy way out. That's the coward's way out, honestly. To me, that's cowardly as fuck. The right way is get a team of special forces or operation forces, whatever the fuck you call these people. I'm not a military kind of guy, but yeah, get a team together and do your research, do your fucking homework, and try to track these murderers down and deliver justice that way. If you accidentally kill civilians in that manner, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be in the thousands. I'm sure it's not going to be a 99.8% civilian death rate. And yeah, I'm pretty sure you won't be killing not even 100 of them if you do it that way. But they don't want to. They are cowards. They want to call this a war. This is not a fucking war. This is a massacre. Hamas is not a real fucking government. They got very little power over anything. They control hardly anything. But they're to those saying that Israel doesn't want to kill civilians. Yes, they do. I think that is pretty much their number one mission, really. Yeah, sure, they want to kill Hamas fighters too, but they don't give two shits. They want to ethnically cleanse Gaza, and they probably want to annex that too. They probably want to take it for themselves. And our politicians are just sitting there watching it happen. I don't even know who to tell you to vote for, man. Like this shit is striking me to my core, and I don't know why. Like I said, I have no real connections to this lands. I'm not a Jewish person. I'm not a Muslim person. I was, I'm the son of a Catholic, but I don't even call myself a Catholic. But this issue is just, we all feel a connection to it somehow. And It is appalling what's happening and seeing so little politicians. 90% of these fuckers got to go, man. Biden is being primaried. It's not too fucking late to get rid of this man, son of a bitch. Marianne Williamson, I think she's a Zionist. I think she is for the Jewish state of Israel, like for it to exist. I don't like Jewish. I don't like a Zionist government. Honestly, I'm not okay with a religious based government, like a theocracy, whatever. But I do know she is on record saying Israel is stealing land. She is on record saying this settlements are illegal, and any kind of funding they get from us, it needs to have strings attached. And I'm pretty sure she condemned this. She already called for a ceasefire. And I don't know. Jen Ruger is running too for president, but he has a big hurdle, man. This whole being a naturalized citizen, it's a big hurdle. Like, he's saying that you can run for president not being born here, just be naturalized. That's a tall hurdle. So I know he made a video on that. I gotta watch it. But I think right now, in the Democratic side, she is the most viable. Cornel West is running independent. He is. I don't know what's up with Cornel. He's morally correct on everything, but his campaign is not running very smoothly. I don't know what's up with this Peter Dow guy. He fucked him over now, or I don't know how they broke down, but he's no longer his campaign manager. Um, he's not running as a Green anymore, so I don't even know what I'm gonna do anymore in November. I can't picture myself voting for Biden. This is criminal as fuck. He should be in jail. I mean, he should have been in jail before, honestly, but this is just beyond the pales. He is, he's acting like a Republican in many ways, just denying facts, saying, "Oh, I don't trust those numbers about the death toll," and I'm pretty sure that death toll is pretty accurate. I'm sure it's more than 9,000 dead now. Fuck the Democrats, or 90% of them. Fuck the Republicans. We need to primary these people at the very least with other Democrats and other Republicans. If you're like as impacted as I am with this issue, or let's be ready to vote third party or something, man, because this is ridiculous. Ridiculous. 90% of our government supports Israel. And I know it's not even half of the American people right now supports Israel, because we can all see what they're fucking doing. We can all see the genocide taking place. Oh, so gross. So gross. Try to find other candidates, please. Do it for the soul of this nation. Let me issue a quick correction. I meant John Kirby, not Anthony Blinken. Although, fuck him too. I'm sure he's done some shit. He's part of that Biden team. I will bet money his hands aren't clean. But I was talking about John Kirby when he was shedding crocodile tears for Ukrainian children, but having a poker face, pretending like it's not a big deal that thousands of Palestinians are dying. John Kirby, not Anthony Blinken, but fuck them both.